What if Remus Lupin had never been bitten by Fenrir Greyback? What if the tragedy that shaped his life had never happened? In this video, we'll explore an alternate reality, one where Lupin lives a normal life, free of the stigma, pain, and isolation that came with being a werewolf. But as we'll see, even small changes can lead to huge ripples through the wizarding world. To understand this what if, we need to go back to the root of it all, the night Fenrir Greyback attacked young Remus. In our alternate timeline, Greyback never targets the Lupin family. Maybe the Ministry had stronger protections in place, or perhaps Greyback simply never gets close enough. Remus grows up unaware of the curse he narrowly avoided. He attends Hogwarts not as the quiet, sickly boy with a secret, but as a confident, curious student eager to make friends. He's sorted into Gryffindor and still meets James Potter, Sirius Black, and Peter Pettigrew. Only this time, he's not the cautious, withdrawn voice of reason. He's all in. The Marauders are born, but now Remus is just as daring and mischievous as the rest. Without his condition holding him back, Remus might actually be the most promising wizard of the group. He was always intelligent, top of the class, but now he isn't distracted by constant fear or guilt. He dreams of becoming an Auror, maybe even a professor one day. He joins clubs, dueling teams, even flirts with a little rule-breaking. His friendships deepen. Sirius doesn't feel the need to protect Remus. James sees him as an equal, not someone to worry about. Even Lily Evans warms to his steady nature sooner. Without his monthly transformations, Remus becomes a strong, reliable presence in everyone's lives. In the original timeline, Lupin faced discrimination that left him unemployed, poor, and isolated. In this version, he lands a position at the Ministry straight out of Hogwarts, likely as an Auror or researcher. He fights in the First Wizarding War not as a rogue outcast, but as an official, respected agent of the Ministry. He's part of the Order of the Phoenix, but he's not in the shadows anymore. He's on the front lines. And because he's more stable, he may even suspect Peter Pettigrew's betrayal. He might notice the inconsistencies, the odd absences. Perhaps he warns James and Lily in time. What if they survived? Without the stigma of lycanthropy, Remus's life is not filled with self-loathing. When he meets Tonks years later, there's no hesitation, no guilt-ridden speeches about not being good enough. They fall in love without obstacles, without Remus trying to push her away. Teddy Lupin is born into a home full of love and peace, not wartime, and Remus is alive to raise him. In this version, Lupin never dies in the Battle of Hogwarts because he's not forced into constant warfare just to prove his worth. He becomes a professor, perhaps even headmaster one day, nurturing a generation of young minds with wisdom and kindness. Now you might ask, was this future ever within reach? J.K. Rowling's books drop several hints that Lupin was one of the most talented wizards of his time. Despite his curse, Dumbledore trusted him with teaching students, a rare honor. Snape, who respected almost no one, acknowledged his ability. If he had never been bitten, he might have rivaled even Dumbledore in magical skill and integrity. And remember, it wasn't a prophecy or destiny that made Remus suffer. It was a cruel twist of fate. This alternate path, then, feels tragically close. With Lupin as a public leader during Voldemort's return, the stigma around werewolves might have lifted sooner. His presence could have prevented the rise of Fenrir's army. More magical creatures might have found support and respect. And perhaps, most hauntingly, Harry might have grown up with yet another loving adult figure guiding him. Lupin could have been a mentor, someone who reminded Harry of his father, not just in stories, but in actions. What if just one bite never happened? Remus Lupin's story is a tragic one, but it didn't have to be. Now I want to hear from you. If Lupin had lived a normal life, What do you think would have changed the most? Let's talk in the comments.